Okay, class. Today we're going to be talking about writing decimals in tenths and hundredths place. And we're going to review relating decimals to common fractions. As we went over some yesterday, the different places of the decimal, I'm going to put some examples on the board and I'm going to show you just to see if you remember how to do some of these, okay? Now, on yesterday's lesson, we reviewed the difference between having 30 over 100 versus having 3 over 10. And we were talking about converting these into fractions. Now, can someone please raise their hand and tell me the answer to 30 over 100? How I would convert that into a fraction. All right, Kayla J. Decimal 30. Okay, class, does everyone agree with her?
Yes.
Very good. It is decimal 30. Very good. Can someone help me work out 3 over 10? 3 over 10. All right, Dickenzie.
Decimal 3.
Decimal 3. Very good. Decimal 3. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a couple of more examples on the board. What you guys are going to be working on today, there's a worksheet that is actually on your desk that you're going to work out. There are some charts on there, hundredths and tenth charts that you guys are going to do. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually put me a tenth chart up here on the board. And I want you guys to help me work this out. And I want you to give me the fraction of it, and I want you to convert that fraction into a decimal just like we just did, okay? Okay, now this is a tenth chart. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to shade in a couple of bars. I don't color it very well, so work with me, okay? Now, I want someone to raise their hand and tell me how much of this grid that I shaded in and give me the fraction portion of it. Can you do that for me, Timothy? What is it?
2 tenths.
2 tenths. Very good. So that would be 2 over 10. Good job. Now, LaRon, help me convert that over into a decimal.
0.2.
0.2. Very good. If I were to put that as a decimal, that would be 0.2. Does everyone agree with him?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so we got our 10th chart up. I'm going to do 100 chart. Okay? And what I want you guys to do, I'm going to shade in a few rows, and I'm going to give you a scenario. And what I want you guys to do is I want you to help me figure out the correct answer to the scenario that I give you. Okay, and 10. Now, this is a 100 grid, even though I'm not an artist, but I'm going to shade it in this way, across instead of down, instead of vertically the way I did yesterday. Now, here's the scenario. We have a Red Sox game in a stadium. It's a 100-seat stadium. And there are 3 rows and 5 seats that have been sold out. Now for each row, that means 10 seats, okay? For each row, there are 10 seats, okay? Now, shaded in was the tickets that have been sold out. These are the seats that are sold, the ones that I have already shaded in. So, if 3 rows and 5 seats are sold out, can someone please give me the fractional part for this, Anaya?
35 over 100.
Very good. 35 over 100. Does everyone agree with her?
Yeah.
There are 35 over 100 seats sold. Can someone please give me the decimal part of this fraction? Shantaria.
Decimal 35.
Very good. 0.35. Now, I have another question for you. This question is this. If 35 out of 100 seats are sold, how many seats are left? And I need someone to give me the fractional part of that. Aviante?
75.
75? Are we sure 75? Let's do the math. If 75 seats are left, plus what? 35. Is that correct?
65.
So it's 65. Very good. Okay. So what would be the fractional portion of the seats that are left? It would be what?
65 over 100.
Very good. The seats that are left would be 65 over 100. Does everyone agree with him?
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Now, how will we break that down into fractional part? Can someone convert that over for me? Daquan. 0.65. Good job, guys. 0.65. Very good. Now, let's talk about mixed numbers, whole and mixed numbers. We reviewed relating decimals to common fractions. And you guys have that down. So you should be able to do your worksheet. What if I decided that I wanted to add this whole number to this fraction? How would I make that look if I decided to convert that over into a decimal? Yes. Ms. Kate. Okay, it would be what now? Very good. 2 decimal 30. Very good. 2.30. And what does a decimal stand for? A decimal does what, Shantaria?
It stands for and.
It stands for and. Very good. 2 and 30. And it separates the whole number from the fractional part, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which one is the whole number, class?
2.
Very good. 2 is the whole number. And which one is the fractional part?
30.
Very good. 30 is the fractional part. And so the decimal separates the whole number from the fractional part. And. Very good, class. Now we have a worksheet there on our desk to do that I want you to go ahead and complete. And after you complete that, you need to do page 628 and 629, 1 through 19. Does anyone have any questions?
No.
No questions?
No.
And this is the worksheet that we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing this worksheet. We're going to complete it. There's also a 100 grid that is on your desk. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few problems on the board. I would like for you to shade in the portion that I put on the board. And I'm going to check to make sure that you filled it in correctly. Okay, class?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now, I want table 1 to get ready to get up and go to the computers. I want table 2 to go ahead and sit in the back and work independently. And table 3, I'm going to come and I'm going to work with you. on your assignment, help you out. All right. Okay. All right, class. You may begin.